Hello world, my name is Silva Draconis and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature. In the last episode, it was pretty heavy actually, finding out what's really been going on with Sayori, and we found out that she actually has depression, and that the reason she's always late for school and stuff is that it's hard for her to even get out of bed. And the side that we see of her all the time is kind of not really an act that she puts on, but, well, kinda. To make sure that we don't worry about her, but for everyone else in the club, that the sad or somber Sayori is the one they're used to seeing because she has depression, but she never wanted us to worry, so she never really showed us. But now we know, and we're gonna be spending the festival with Sayori instead, so we can try and help her feel better now that we know what's going on. But right now, we have come home to find Yuri waiting for us. She came a bit early, and she got worried that we weren't there. But now we are going to be decorating together. Hooray! So, let's just get into it. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look at there! I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure to keep track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. Ooh, nice. I have one of them. Mine is glass, though, not wooden. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Me? I'm pretty familiar with it. My dude here, though, probably not so much. Not familiar at all. Yeah, I thought so. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole at the top. Oh, it's electronic! Oh, that makes me feel like a chump. The one I have is just a glass, like a bowl on a stand with a little tea light underneath. You light the candle and put some oils in the little... It's like a very shallow bowl. And then the oils evaporate and permeate the air, and it's really nice. Also got some nice candles as well. Sorry, I'm going off topic. Again. Wow, that smells wonderful. I wonder if she has any incense or if she's just going to be using oils. Probably incense would be too intense. What kind of mood is that one for? This is jasmine essential oil. Ooh, jasmine is nice. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides a more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. Yes, it does, and it's very nice. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into the bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Ooh, we're gonna be making paper cranes! Yeah, I have it over here. I don't know what that voice was. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. Oh, I thought we were gonna make cranes and hang them from the ceiling. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. My cat is on me. Help! I'm being ambushed by a cat. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Oh, that's really cool! It'd be like entering a world of literature. Ah, that's cool! Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would! That'd be so... That's really cool and clever. It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract someone to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Ah, she's blushing! Is it just me or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement that she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Silva. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well... Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe? They are very cool. I actually have a small collection of various knives and daggers and a couple swords. Sadly, I don't have any, like, two-hand, like, I guess you could say English-style swords. Like the typical, two-bladed, like, either one-handed or two-handed swords. I have a couple of katanas, and I have two, I guess, ninja-style swords, you could call them. They're the ones with the, they're really flat and thin, and they have a flat, hand, I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. I'm looking at them right now, I'm trying to figure out, it's not the actual part that you hold. The handle. Fucking, wow. So, I usually don't talk about this very much, so I'm all nervous and shit, but it's really cool. I enjoy, I want to get, an actual, like, functional sword. That would be really freaking cool. My ideal one would be, like, about 2.5 foot long, like, one-handed style, double-bladed, and I don't know how to explain it because I don't know all the technical language, but it would be a thinner style of sword, but it would come out at the top, kind of like a leaf shape at the top of the sword. Not massive, obviously, but just a little bit, just to help like hook enemies' weapons and stuff. I'm completely rambling on. God, I really like swords and daggers though. I have a couple cool daggers as well. I always prefer double-edged over single-edged because well, most of the time I prefer double-edged over single-edged because it feels like I get more bang for my buck. I can change the direction as I'm swinging like the sword or knife or whatever. I can change it quickly to counteract something and still be able to damage an enemy. But with certain daggers and stuff, there's a certain way you can hold it against your arm to provide like a more close combat style of fighting, and in that case I would want a single-edged dagger instead of a double-edged because otherwise I'd risk cutting myself. I'm also not very fond of the different swords and daggers that don't actually have a handguard because that just feels like a disaster waiting to happen. Like anyone who knows like Star Wars, how they get their hands cut off all the freaking time. That's because you don't have a handguard. That's why you have that, to prevent your arms from getting cut, like your hands from getting cut off and your wrists from getting damaged and shit. It's to help block and shit. So I definitely prefer things that have an actual, like, crossguard. Because it feels more. I also prefer single-handed weapons over double-handed because I like what I said with Secrets of Grandia, I would prefer to be fast because I'm not the strongest person in the world. Agility and quickness would be more my strength if I ever actually got into a fight rather than sheer strength. I would have to find ways to use my opponent's strength against me, and single-handed weapons and daggers and such are better suited for that rather than the two-handed. I don't think I'd be able to use two-handed weapons very effectively. I suppose I could learn, but, you know, oh, I just realized I've been sitting here talking about this for a while. Sorry about that. I get into this kind of stuff. Anyway, that does sound like a very pretty knife. So, what am I saying? You and me both, Yuri. Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Nice. Sounds like a good knife. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of the sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Yeah, good job. Ding dong. Ow! Silva! Why did you do that? Yeah, I was like, why the fuck did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. Thanks for the warning. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Yeah, I think I was right in the fact that Yuri cuts as well, because, well, let's just say I have experience in the matter. Anyway. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my fingers. I think I'm correct. If I'm not, well then, oh well, but I was right last time, damn it, and I'm betting I'm right this time. I'm betting. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah! Without warning, Yuri puts my finger inside her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri? That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Silva! Did you really just do that? Now we're even! Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Silva. Yuri giggles shyly. Huh? Yuri calling me weird. I had no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was just a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension has quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great! Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kind of a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Oh, 6 cups individually, not like actual 6 cups of, like, measurement. 6 cups as in 6. I misunderstood. I was like, wait, you asked for 6 cups of water and then you said not too much water? Oh, I got it. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use a small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. Small plastic bathroom cups? Huh? What kind of cups are bathroom cups? What the hell are you on? Whatever. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips and bring them back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve and putting it back over her arm. I knew it! I knew it! I was right! Okay, I'm not doubting anymore! I am not doubting anymore! I know exactly what you were hiding! I know exactly what you were hiding, Yuri! I'm not crazy. I know. I know. Yuri. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so her seeing the blood probably triggered her to want to cut more. So, when he was out getting the water, she probably quickly did it to ease the craving. Because the need to cut can be triggered by a lot of things, so. Let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Ooh, that'd be really pretty. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium in front of the classroom. Ah, neat! What are we going to write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know. Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes me feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hand in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There's a droplet of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, and then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel in front of her. Aww. Ah! Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with a towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Huh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped in her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrists and a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be a lot closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up his brush again. But her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little more concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we'd have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. You also need to go and bandage those cuts properly, Yuri. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. Click. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all our things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. Aw. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with her friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Speaking is hard, apparently. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well done. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait! I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out that much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Silva. Yuri God, what the frick is wrong with me? Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Ooh. Ooh, that made my tummy go all funny. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get a chance as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori! Eh? Hi, Silva. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Silva. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. I'm so sorry. But we'll be able to be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course! Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Aww. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. Yeah, I know how that is. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. Oh, you're crying. That you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. Oh, Sayori. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Silva? Because sometimes your brain can be a bastard. It's supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Silva. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. No, Sayori. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. You're not being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori. What I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden your mind is making it out... Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure. I'm scared, Silva. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Aw, that's rough. Oof. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and I started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Silva, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how... Oh, I said I always know what's best for you. Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give it to you. Crap! But we... Oh boy. I don't know what to do here. It's not... No. I lied. I know exactly what I'm going to do, but I'm going to hate myself for it. Saying I love you isn't going to fix anything because it's not true. Sayori's our friend and always has been. But we don't love Sayori. If we said I love you, it would be a lie. And the truth would come down later on the road, and it would be 100 times worse. But the problem is with this game, I'm worried that if I say you'll always be my dearest friend, what will happen? Like, will Sayori kill herself if we don't love her back? I don't know. But it feels wrong to lie. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save in slot 1. And I think I'm gonna make this choice in the next episode. I'm sorry to leave it on a bit of a cliffhanger, but I already kind of said what I'm gonna choose anyway. It'll be interesting seeing how it plays out. I hope with all my heart that it doesn't turn out bad, but it's not right to lie. Like, if I could say I love you without it being romantic, I would. Because there's such a thing as platonic love, you know? Like, that sort of close familial... I can't even fucking talk, so what the hell do I know? But the thing is, in this playthrough that I'm doing, we don't love Sayori like that. Like, that's the way I made it out to be, that Sayori was just a good friend. And it would be wrong. So, in the next episode, we will be choosing the other option. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, let me know. If you didn't, let me know. If you got any tips or tricks or anything you want to see me do, comments down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!